Already, we in that first segment, first special segment.
Yes, sir. First special segment. Like we said, we was gonna give y'all the sports segment. We're gonna start with the finals. Today is game one of the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat for the
Uh-huh.
NBA championship of 2023. It's again, we say it again. I'm with my boy AG, the OG,
Already.
and I'm KG the kid. What you got for me? What's your thoughts on it? Who you going with?
First off, before I get in all that, we got a little bit. We got about 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I give my 10, 15, Shay Sharp. You get your 10, 15 skip. All right. So let me discuss what I've seen in the series so far from these two teams. The Miami Heat, as an 8 seed coming in, got a little chip on their shoulder. And you can't help but admire, to me, at least what they've done, grinded out, beating right up, going up in there, beating Milwaukee Bucks, following up good series victories. Then all of a sudden they run into Boston Celtics, who everybody believes is just has so much vast more talent than them that they was just going to handle business. We can get into the ESPN analytics. 97%. I don't even know where they be crunching these numbers from. But anyway, it was unlikely. Then they reached deep in the bag. Shout out to my man Eric Spoelstra, man. I've just time after time after time, I have just Eric Spoelstra has beyond earned my respect as a head coach in the NBA, top tier level too. Him him being a young coach when LeBron and them went, I remember especially after that 11 finals, people thinking that he gotta go. We all know the LeBron coach stories. That'd be funny. But now Eric Spoelstra has stepped up to me and has been a model coach of just X's and O's, and getting talent to perform. So I like that. And if we being honest, that's their mentality too, with the chip on their shoulder. So all that being said, I like what Miami has done to get to the finals. On the flip side, you got Denver, who just been doing this shit all year. Basically, I see. Look, I'm getting interrupted right now. Somebody looking to get that knowledge. So, but Denver Nuggets have been doing this all year, and then you got Jokic, who, if I want to keep with the same chip mentality, has a chip on his shoulder because he feel like he's being hella overlooked. So you kind of have that notion going for him too. They just seem to execute at what their game plan is. Jokic is playing really well. Jamal Murray shooting the absolute lights out. I mean, I think Aaron Gordon and Porter fit exactly what they need. Size, they got girth, like you say, and they got shooters. They can knock down shots. Them's is guys you don't want to leave open. Not necessarily snipers, but them's ain't guys you want to leave open. Back to the point with Miami don't really have too many. Miami has good shooters, great shooters. I think better shooters, but Miami's shooters are defensive liabilities. So it's what do you do? I seen that they was talking about putting Cody Zeller in. Shout out Cody Zeller, straight from IU, man. You got to put bodies on Jokic. So all that in the mix with the chips on Miami's shoulder, the way Denver's been executing, all that, give me Denver Nuggets in a very close, competitive 6-game series.
So you got it going in six. Who you got for
I
the
got
night?
it for
Well, we'll get to
tonight.
wait. Hold up. We'll get to that at the end of the segment. Who we both got
Okay,
for the
okay,
night?
yeah.
How we feeling with the guts? But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna go with. I've been watching both series. I watch every game. I've been watching Denver Heat. But like you say about Eric Spoelstra, it's something about I love when teams build. I love when they go through the struggle like the Nuggets have, like the Heat have, and you stick with something. Now we have in the NBA all this fast, want to win now, throwing KD on Phoenix, thinking Phoenix is going to win, and everybody putting them above Denver, disrespecting teams.
Few people just was giving Phoenix the crown.
Exactly. I don't even know how they put them past the Lakers because I always say this: if you have a core player or two core players that's together, it kind of really it matters who you put around them as long as you consistently keep putting decent players around them. Like everybody talking about the Lakers just got together. AD and LeBron been playing together for a minute. right? I think 4 years now, if I'm not mistaken. So AD and LeBron, that's your core. Kobe, Shaq, Magic, Kareem,
That's the
Bird.
dynamic duo.
Yeah. So if you have a two dynamic duo who
Now
can
we got
give
the
you
big three.
who can give you 50, 60 points on a given night, it's about making sure you put pieces around them. And they put after they got rid of the people that they got rid of, they put the right people around the Lakers. So the Denver Nuggets, they looking like
That's right.
I don't know. I think personally speaking, I'm thinking sweep. I'm seeing 4 games. The Denver Nuggets, they're just able to in the crunch time, in certain times of the game, like watching that game 4 when they eliminated the Lakers, how much they were down and seeing them come in the third quarter and change the league. I think the Heat may have come because the Celtics are a decent ball club, but they're just missing something. Jason Tatum, he hasn't arrived to me as that guy who's going to close you out. The same thing with Jaylen Brown. They need, it's like LeBron needed that. Jason Tatum may need a Dwayne Wade, a Heat culture. Like it wasn't it was Dwayne Wade, but it was also the culture of the Heat being able to gravitate and to educate the Pat Riley, educate LeBron on how to win. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown may need that. So you look at Giannis. I think Giannis may need that to a degree as well. Because Giannis
Giannis got
great.
the ship though.
He got his chip,
He
but
got his chip.
we both know he needs more. He
Oh,
wants more.
he
Not
wants
that
more. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he wants more. It's not about what we look at it. He'll tell you. So I think when it comes to Giannis, I think that he needs a little bit more toolage when it comes to the playoffs. See, regular season is this, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's a different animal. It's a different beast. So I think they need a little bit more toolage, and we'll see what happens with that. And so Miami, he got past the Bucks, which was cool. Giannis was hurt a little bit, but no excuse. They beat the Bucks. But it's something to be said about stop. Remember, we have to understand these are all NBA players. Number one. Number two, it's something about being said about having a well balanced team. Right? They don't have no super duper duper stars. Miami has built Jimmy Butler. He's not a superstar, but he can be a superstar for any given game. And that's what you need. And anybody on that team, they're giving the reins. Hey, undrafted guys, they're giving. It's something about empowering players, but empowering the right way, not empowering. Oh, you gonna get this. Your family gonna come. All this, not spoiling them, but empowering guys that you wouldn't normally empower. So again, and it was a great playoff run. I love the NBA playoffs. That game 7 had 11.9 million views between
Urs.
Miami and Boston. So NBA doesn't necessarily need LeBron. That's a good thing, as people saying. The ratings. I'm glad the ratings are up, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. Man, tonight's gonna be a great night. I'm hoping for a great series, but I think it's gonna be a short one.
Yeah. I think Miami could come out and punch him in the mouth tonight. This is one of Miami's better chances, riding high straight off that game 7. Right now, Miami's they riding high. I mean, they're gonna come in. Not a series is even fresh new series, and the way you grinded out that game 7, I really do think
You
that they
think it's
have
gonna
a
be
good chance to punch him straight in the mouth tonight and come out and get this
a
victory in game 1.
2001 Lakers versus 76ers when
Yeah,
Sixers
yeah.
got game 1 and they lost the next
I
four.
literally told a buddy that about 2 hours ago. I told him that they could come in, do exactly that, and I said they might lose 4 straight. I said that. So, real quick about you, Jason Tatum to me has not arrived yet, but can. I really do
Okay.
think he's on that edge. He just got to get there. I don't know what it is, but he just got to get it. I don't think Jaylen Brown has that. I just don't. Like I'm not sold. In about 2 years ago, like not this season, the season before going into last year was when I sold my Jaylen Brown stock. Got rid
Okay.
of it. I don't believe he can be the superstar. I've been like a co-superstar, like you said, LeBron, D Wade, Kobe, Shaq, even Kobe Powell type level, somebody who is one or two. Like it was no stranger, like for a second guy to come up in there and drop high
but
28s,
but somebody that's
32.
not gonna mess up
No,
like at
exactly
the
that. But
moment.
I mean,
Like Jalen Brown, he couldn't step up in the moment of Game 7.
he
He
could
had an
not.
opportunity.
He can make shot opportunities, but he's not a bad shot maker. He's just not. And
Yeah,
and sometimes when it comes to late game situations, deep in the playoffs, and here's another thing why I think I was gonna put a little bet on Miami to win Game 7, but I kind of got talked out of it. But I ain't ever cool. I'm always cool with getting talked out of saving money. But when it's winning, Miami wins slow games, low scoring games. Celtics love to shoot the lights out, high scoring games. We know the game slows down in the playoffs. The game really slows down in Game 7s. What did the LeBron, Steph Curry, that game was when Kyrie hit the shot, it was what, 88-88?
89,
89,
89,
89,
89,
89.
89.
Okay, he
Mm-hmm.
was a point off, but that point in a game, in a series that was no stranger to scoring 100, but they ain't even scored 90 because it's a slow, cautious game. And Boston went out there and just really did not dictate the pace at all. So my point is, I really think Jason Tatum can. I'm getting losing the finals wasn't
Enough for him. I guess it
it
didn't
wasn't
break
enough.
him.
I guess not.
Maybe
I thought the
they
same
don't
thing.
want it like that
You
guys
know,
used to. It's not that same devastation
yeah.
how guys used to be just devastated. The Jordans, the Kobe's, the LeBrons when he was losing. You see the madness and you see the like. I want it so bad. Those guys, again, because it's the coddling. It's like I got my money. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and it's not. It needs to be more than that. You have to be playing for your legacy to be to and it seems like it's not that type of competitive spirit. Not saying that he doesn't have competitive spirit or it may don't hurt him, but
Yeah.
you got
Well,
to
yeah. To me, Jason Tatum got to pull through. I know first possession, you kind of roll your ankle. Man, run back to the locker room, take that stuff up, come back. We need you. I'd honestly rather Jason Tatum be taking those when I said the game slows down. Back to my original point, when the game slows down, sometimes offensive flow just ain't there.
yeah.
It goes stagnant, and you need that one player who can say, give me the rock, I'm gonna get us a bucket. That is essential. Even though that might be a part of a game that not a lot of people have that game. You might be able to have isolation game, create your own shots. Ain't too many guys in late game, late season situations could say, give me the rock, get out the way. We only need one bucket. When you trying to get in the flow of things, great players get players involved. That's the sport. That's every sport, any team sport. The point is to get the whole damn team on the same page as a locomotive. But when the shit hits the fan, and we need one guy on the team to just do one thing that this sport requires: baseball to get a hit, football to score a touchdown, basketball to get a bucket, hockey to score a goal, soccer to score a goal. Any team sport, we call on that one guy when we need him. And can that player just say, get out the way? I'm going to get buckets. I'm going to get goals. Man, I wanted Jason Tatum to take 22 shots, 26 shots that game, not Jaylen Brown. Because if you'd have told me Jaylen Brown was going to do that, I'd have told you they was going to lose. I wouldn't have necessarily
Absolutely.
said they'd have got blown out at Game 7, but I'd have said Jaylen Brown's not going to shoot 48% from that. He's going to shoot low percentage. And what he went, he wound up going like 6 of 23, 6 of 27 or something. Like that's one of 3.5, 1 of 4 shots. He's shooting low 30%. And that was if that. And 2 or 3 of his buckets was your boy White giving him a dime. So
Exactly.
again, I was never sold on Jaylen Brown. I sold my Jaylen Brown stock a while ago, and so should the Boston Celtics.
Okay. I feel you feel like they should get rid of him. We'll get to that. So, but hey, we here
For
now. So we
tonight,
got
Miami Heat, baby. Game
we
one.
we
Let's
we
go,
here
Jimmy
now.
Buckets.
So you
Shout
got
out.
Miami Heat tonight. Now I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
Denver.
Scratch off. Sign off.
I'm going
We signed up.
Denver. I'm going Denver, and I'm going Denver 115 to 92. 115 to 98. I'm sorry. That's my prediction on my score. Denver game 115 to 98. Denver in the sweep. But that's
All
my
right.
game one. So what's your score?
Score.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go tonight. I'm gonna go 114 to 109. Miami Heat.
Okay. All right. Big game by Jimmy Buckets. All around team game.
All around team game because I think right now the chemistry is there just for game one. Let's hope it rides.
I'm ready to see who gonna guard Murray. So I want to see how I think Murray's coming. I think Murray's coming for the Finals MVP, and we're gonna see how that goes. And
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, this has
Yeah,
been a great take.
I think Kyle Lowry gonna step up. Caleb gonna step up. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
okay. Kyle Lowry, whatever, he washed, but he still could come off the bench.
That's all that
But
matters.
yeah, so but
Or
shout out
more.
to always before we go, shout out to the Western Conference player. I think they should call it the instead of the Western Conference Finals or Eastern Conference Finals, they should call it the whole Western Conference playoffs and then the whole Eastern Conference playoffs. Because I don't like how they were saying the other guy on the Heat should have won the fucking Eastern Conference Finals. Like, are you kidding me? Like, calm down, bro. Like, I think his name's Caleb Martin. I'm
Yeah, he
not
go. He
mistaken.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, the undrafted. But they were
He's
talking about
balling.
he should have got the Eastern Conference player and not Jimmy Butler. I'm like, are you like why is it even a conversation? You see what Jimmy Butler did against Milwaukee, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, shout out to those guys. The right dudes won it. Even though I think
Yeah.
for Denver, Murray and Jokic, they should have got co-MVPs because they both just nasty. So,
Just nasty.
but I got Jokic with a triple double. I got Murray having a big game for game one. And again, 115.98 my prediction, and yours 114 to 109. We'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for joining in this quick take for our new segments, sports segments. We're gonna be doing this all year: football season, baseball season, basketball fights if we have the opportunity. We're gonna
Oh,
hop
indeed.
in.
Spence Crawford, baby. Let's go. Don't get me
Spence
hyped. Let's go.
Crawford.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
We gotta go. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace.
Hey, game one, baby.